Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and it is another Sunday Let's Talk, and today we are going to be talking about body positivity. I thought it'd be really good. It's a subject that has, well, it really influenced my blog. Sorry about this, by the way. It really influenced my blog when I was blogging about plus size fashion in 2013-14. But my view on it has changed slightly. I believe that, well, let me give you my sort of view. So when I was younger, I've always been a big girl. I was always a size 18 plus at least. I mean, if not a size 20 plus from the age of probably 13. I was quite an active girl. I was always big, always. And it wasn't just because I loved my food. I always ate really well. I probably ate bigger portions, and I was also, but I danced and I ran, well, I didn't run, I danced a lot. I was a dancer, I was a singer, I always went out, constantly walking everywhere. I used to walk miles and miles and miles and not think anything of it. I walked to school, I never ever wanted to lift. I was always walking everywhere, walked to town, did everything. Anyway, I was always big though. I was always the biggest friend, always. And I didn't care. I didn't even notice. Oh, hello, Rupert. Of course, he had to join us. I didn't really notice how big I was. I used to actually have some sort of body dysmorphia that made me think when I looked in the mirror that I had a really good figure. I had quite big boobs. I had quite a small waist. I had a really big bum. And although I was absolutely mortified by the size of my arse, I've always felt quite confident in myself. It wasn't that I had lack of boys or girls or anybody that used to hang around with me or fancy me. I mean, I wasn't like the most popular girl in school at all. I used to have a lot of friends, and I used to think I was semi-attractive. Now that sounds really, really big-headed, and I've already been told after my last Let's Talk that apparently my personality is something that they don't like. But I'm putting it in a way that hopefully you can understand. I wasn't big-headed. I used to just think that I was normal. Like when I looked in the mirror, all I saw was me, because that's what I'd grown up with. Anyway, I've always been big. Over the years, I've fluctuated, I've lost weight. And when I hit 30, I lost a lot of weight for me. And now I'm not saying by any standards that my BMI was in a healthy way. I still think I was above a 40, to be honest. And I'm quite short, so obviously my BMI was really, it's always going to be, unless I'm 7 stone, it's never going to be healthy, according to BMI standards, which I think is bull crap anyway, so let's not talk about BMI. But I lost a lot of weight, but I wasn't happy. So where people who are slim and have been slim all their life and put on weight, they always seem to say the same thing. I don't recognise myself in the mirror anymore. It's not my body. And that always is the driver for them to lose weight. However, I lost that weight. And I'll insert a picture here. I'll insert a couple of pictures here of when I was a lot slimmer. And to me, I was a size 18. I was about a 16 on the top. I've got a smaller top. And then I was an 18 in a dress. But I was still a size 24 bottom. Like, my bottom doesn't get smaller. If anything, it gets bigger and then never shrinks again with the rest of me. Anyway, so I lost that weight. And I was really unhappy. I wasn't confident in this skin. I started to feel like things were out of proportion. I didn't feel sexy. And in the time that I'd lost that weight, I didn't meet anybody. I was single, and I felt like all of these things that I thought would happen when I lost weight didn't happen. I thought it was like a magical cure for everything. And actually, it wasn't. So I went on this voyage of discovery of body positivity, in the sense that I was happy with my body at a size 22, 24. I'm bigger than a 24 now, and I'm still positive in my body, but I'm not positive in the sense that I feel like it can do as much. And I often feel quite tired, and I feel that is because I'm fatter than I was. And only I can change that, and I don't change it. So that's just, you know, and it's not about dieting. It's about how to put my mind into a different mindset of what do I think is the right thing for me. But I can still, you know, take the dog for a walk and walk for miles with family. It might take me a little bit longer, but it does, you know, I get there. So it's still not an issue as far as I'm concerned. but I've always been positive in my body that, you know, when I take my clothes off and look in the mirror, I recognise myself. And when I lost that weight, I wasn't. And I think the issue was, at that time, I didn't understand body positivity. I didn't understand the influence of it, that it didn't matter what size your body was. And it's about your own body. I don't think body positivity, you can talk about it for anybody else apart from yourself. With body positivity, it's got to be about how you feel about your own body within your own skin. And if you feel that your body is, if you're happy with your body at any size, then you're in a really positive mental, you have a positive mental attitude towards your body. I wasn't. When I lost weight, I really wasn't happy. It made me feel like somebody else. I didn't know what to do with it. I felt quite odd, actually. So I couldn't appreciate when people put on weight that were slim before, how they can feel uncomfortable. I get that, because it isn't the person you see in the mirror. I think that there is some mixed messages about body positivity. I think some people think that body positivity means fat promotion, which it doesn't. I think people think that body positivity is for women who are overweight or underweight or whatever people want to say, but for them to, you know, get on some sort of chip on their shoulder and you know, they think that they're doing it because they want to belong to a body positive community, just so that they can, so that they can, so that they can identify with a group and they feel like they have some sort of excuse to be fat. That is not the case. In most cases, the people that I've met who have body positivity, it's always been about themselves in a good way, which is what it's your own body and you can do what you want with it. I think that there is a growing trend in people thinking that it's okay to tell people that they look fantastic if they've lost weight. I think that's driving. I mean, that really upset me when I lost weight, when people started commenting, people I didn't know, people at work who say, oh my goodness, you're doing such a good job. I used to think, who the hell are you? Like, that's so rude. And it's so hard to come back from that. And I saw on Twitter recently, Chloe, who is so stunning. If you don't follow her blog and if you don't follow her on Twitter, go and check her out. And she was mentioning that she felt so uncomfortable when people mentioned weight loss as a congratulatory thing. And I agree. Katie, who's here on YouTube, if you go and see her, Katie Beach, she's lost a lot of weight and she feels really good about it. But at the same time, she often feels conflicted when people say, don't you look fantastic? She's think, I felt fantastic when I was fatter as well. So I feel a little bit like, where's this compliment come from? And I get it. I completely get it. So what I'm trying to say, I mean, I haven't really taken a breath as usual. What I'm trying to say is that when it comes to body positivity, it has to be your own positivity on your own body. But you can also admire other people who have body positivity of their own body. I think there is a huge community of people who are trying to help others to view their body in that way. Tanya from Plus Size Goddess, Secret Life of Plus Size Goddess, I'll link her blog below and I'll put a picture of her. She went through that process and you can really see this woman blossoming in front of your eyes, of going from feeling quite negative about her body, having people say negative things in her family, and then she has then turned that around and said, you know what, it is my body and I can choose what I wear and how I feel. It's my choice. You know, there isn't a lot of choice in our lives, and for some people, being fat or thin or you know, having limbs, you know, isn't a choice. But there is a choice for you to decide that you are going to own your own body and you're going to love it. So, you know, that to me is what body positive means. And I believe I have that now. There is a little way for me to go to be completely positive. I don't think anybody's 100% there. You know, we all have our wobbles, but I'm really happy with the way that I am. I would really love to hear from you guys. Please comment down below if you are body positive. If you've got any questions about it, please comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Obviously, subscribe, like and share, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.